This call is being recorded.
Welcome into the artwork of CP, you guys. I know that most of you, the majority of you in California are on lockdown, and I know that Utah, Salt Lake City, just implemented their lockdown this morning. And yes, I'm seeing the numbers go- rise on my end because people need hope right now. So, um, first programming announcement, and I want to remind you guys that there will be a $50 fee starting in May. I know I said June, but I think May would be the time to do it. I know I said June on Ask Lynn, so it's gonna be May. I've switched the date. Sorry, you guys, but I will mention that on Ask Lynn as well. So it's going to be May, and what you guys can do is pay before the interview, after the interview. I don't care. Um, Venmo, PayPal's, care your picture. I don't care. I don't care how you guys get it to me, when you guys get it to me, just as long as you get it to me. Because right now we are all going through difficult times, and I have decided I got laid off because of coronavirus. I got laid off my own job because of coronavirus because they didn't have a plan. Now, not to say that my ex school isn't lovely, but when it comes to supporting people with disabilities, they don't do a good job. So, and yes, that has something to do with um, today's subject matter. And I just want to announce to you guys, after I get my journalism degree, yes, after I get my journalism degree, I'm actually going to get a degree in health coaching from Arizona State University because I need to help more people with disabilities learn how to become healthy because people are looking at me like I'm nuts when I say I eat a salad for lunch. I eat a salad for dinner. So yeah. And so stay away from the Starbucks. Stay away from everything else. And just try and eat healthy. I mean, I had a piece of dark chocolate the other day, but that has nothing to do with today's topic. Um, it has nothing to do with today's topic, but education does. So, Danielle, both of us being the special ed teachers that we were and that I am now, I am. They call it. Uh, they call it a letter of accommodations. Well, it's basically an IEP, individualized education plan. But in the adult world, in the college world, they call it letter of accommodations. So I was thinking, and I was racking my brain, and I even told Jessica Temple, who runs In the Midst of Chaos, that I would do this episode because I, yeah, because I think it's wonderful to be online learning. I do. Don't get me wrong. I do. I think that online learning is the best thing out there, especially during these times now of COVID-19. But I also fear that the special education system will go downhill. And I want to think about, and you will hear on Ask Gwen when the episode comes out, you will hear a doctor who's a doctor in education speak to me publicly about what she's trying to do for the kids right now, all kids. And her name is Dr. Andrea Boo. And I just interviewed her yesterday, so be on the lookout for that. And I said to Dr. Blue, I said, well, I'm willing to help. You are willing to help. And everyone's willing to help. And so use us, people. Use us. Use us. I mean, what? We know Zoom. We know the conference. You can use us to help you guys. And I know across the country there is individualized learning package going out. And I know that all across the country, including Country Day, my ex girl, where I used to teach, is doing online learning. But that said, that online online learning when it comes to special ed is difficult. Is difficult. Now I have had people watch me, physically watch me do this, and yeah, and they said you need to get back to a program you loved. So that's why I'm going back to a strictly journalism program, and that's why I'm getting my degree in health coaching as well, because they this particular individual watched me. The struggle bus was real. the s- the struggle bus was real, and she said you need to get out of fashion journalism and go back to a program that you really love. Now, for college is an option, but for those in special ed K through 12, K through 12 is not an option. And for those parapros, aides who are suffering right now with either without a job or who are in the midst of online learning, let me help you, because I have taught music, I have taught preschool drama day in, day out. I've been in the preschool setting longer than you can shake a stick at. And the reason why I'm out of education now is because of coronavirus. But I am still in education. I still love my kids. I still love educators to the 10th degree. And the one thing that I will tell you from my experience is audiobooks. Get audiobooks. I was racking my brain as to think, well, what can special ed kids do? They could read, essentially, listen to audiobooks. I mean, I listened to Becoming on, and I remember exactly where I was on the way back up here on May 18th. I listened with my aunt to Michelle Obama's book Becoming, and I picked it up on my own and finished the dang thing. And so that's another great way. I know that Amazon is giving away, well, they're not giving away, it's a discount price. I know that Amazon is giving away kids' TV shows. Kids' TV shows are one thing, but getting kids to read is another thing. All my books on Audible and all my books on some of my books on Nook, and just be aware that you can use my books as um, as learning modalities, or you can ask me to help you teach your kids. I would be honored. The only as I said, the only reason why I stepped away from education is COVID-19, and I had too many balls in the air, and something needed to give. But a lot of people knew that I was retiring May 20th. They did not know that I was going to be retiring May 13th, 2000. I said May. I meant March. March 13th, 2020. And so if you guys need me, I'll be happy to teach your kids because what I'll be happy to work on those individualized education plans, individualized education package with you, you guys, because mommy, as Andrea said yesterday, mommy and daddy can't do everything, and so they need help. And people don't want me to leave the education field, but I feel like I should, and that's why I'm getting after my journalism degree. I am getting a degree in health coaching. Yes, a degree in health coaching, and so I'll be helping you guys in that way. But it's really interesting to see how education has changed, and it's really interesting to see how the special ed system has gotten forgotten. So when you think about it, and next week we'll be doing another episode on uh, different modalities of learning for all you people, and including the adults. And but today I wanted to talk about something near and dear to my heart, which is special ed. Now, Danielle, do you want to chime in?
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah,
Well, take it away.
yeah. We need to have them pretend on how all of the video salary see you la doom snap snap time.
Well, yeah, Danielle and I have the video capabilities. So please,
Yeah.
you guys, if you want us to Skype in or Zoom in, you're more than welcome to it. Just just help just let us help you. And just be aware that the special ed system is out there. And yes, I've been talking to now retired educators, and they're like, Lynn, we need a person like you in on the other side to help us to inspire these kids, because that is not cool. That is not cool that the special ed system is getting forgotten about. And so it's um it's very uncool. And so if you need help, just ask. Just ask
Yeah.
people. Just ask. And I can involve anyone you want. And if it's just having me to talk to, it's perfectly fine. But as I said, I am going to get a degree in journalism. I am going to get a degree in health coaching. So yeah, and I'll probably land up with a master's in health coaching. but I do have a special ed background. From my personal experience, I do have the educational background. So if you need someone, ask. Just ask at this point, and um it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, and we're going to make it through this. And I'm hoping that this whole thing will be over by June 22nd. I'm hoping that by the time it gets to my birthday, that things will be on the flip side. And of course, um, my original retirement date was supposed to be May 20th. And the day before that, my would make a 1 year of my dad's passing. So, so May is gonna be an interesting month, but it's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay, you guys. And Danielle and I are still putting one foot in front of the other, and so um, it's all gonna be okay. But if you're struggling, just ask, and especially if you're struggling in the education space, I am offering to support you as parents. I am offering to support your kids, and I am offering the older kids who just need um, the push to get the homework done. I am offering just to sit with them, and I am offering to talk to you parents as a support because I know how difficult that special ed is, and I know that special ed will always be here, and the next generation behind me won't be sitting through this health crisis slash world economic crisis, but I am just here to support, and I want to be the health coach. As I said, I'm after my journalism degree is done. I'm taking a year off of school, and then I'm going back to health coaching school, and then I'm going to probably end up with my master's in coaching because um, coaching is something I really want to do, and so I will I will do that. But I will always be a journalist. I will always have love for special ed, and I will always, always, always be here to support you guys, even when even when I'm in the strangest places, I will always be here to support you guys. But now is the time to support one another and just give people grace and space and just be able and willing to, well, you can't really hug people, just be willing and able to sit with them via text, via phone, via you name it, for the exception of a hug. And yes, and then it will all be okay. But for those who are struggling with the kids and the homework, use me as a resource. Use me as a resource because we have all these capabilities now to just be there for one another. And it's interesting to see how the special ed system has fallen apart. Now, now that's just my opinion. The special ed system has fallen apart. Now, you special ed teachers needs to get back at it and teach the kids how to love and teach the kids how to be respectful. I know across the country there's individualized packets going out, and if the parents want to sit with me and go through the individualized packets before they bring the kids on, let's do that because I am I'm here to support the special ed clown, and Danielle is here to support the special ed clown as well. And we don't want to see anyone in special ed struggling.
Yeah.
She said a yes. So yes, take that as a yes, you guys, because we have been there ourselves, and now is the time to give it back. So we appreciate you guys. I definitely appreciate you guys. And as I said, in May there will be a $50 fee, but I don't care how and when you get it to me. I just want, and I trying to make it as minimal as possible, knowing what's going on right now. And so in May, I figured that people can do $50, and the biggest thing is if you want to support Danielle and my little books. I shouldn't call them little books because they're big books. Books in general, that's a great learning modality as well to learn about disabilities. And so next week we'll be doing another episode on different learning modalities and how you can learn for free. I'll be racking my brain. And if anyone knows of anything, please let me know because I don't know all of it, but I'm here to support you guys. And so if you're done with being the homeschool teacher that's not qualified by the state, by any state, and need support, just let me know. Just let me know. And so, Danielle, do you want to lead everyone out?
Yeah. 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 No. No. Yeah.
Thanks, you guys, and we'll catch you guys later. Bye, you guys.
Bye.